Yay! Hi. It'll be fun. It'll be fun this time. I'm the one with the storm outside this time. I have the store this time. We'll get through it. We'll do it. Good. The week just started. I mean, not really. Like when it's Thursday, my work day starts at like Friday, then Saturday, then Sunday mostly. I only work 3 days. Thankfully, my partner makes enough to like cover. We have 2v2. Let's do that. No, I'm okay. This is start of the streaming week, so it'll be today, like tomorrow, and then Thursday again. Did I get it? Okay. There we go. God, I love Uno days with you. It's so fun. It's so fun. But all I need to do is stream more often. I feel like that's what's holding me back. Content creation. BS, not doing it as often as I can. Um, but a bitch be having a life job. I feel that I have to like save up for like art and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And every single time, like there's something. There's always something that I have to like pay for right then and there. Whether it's like a bill, food, or games for my girlfriend. She'll ask for it. She'll ask for it, but I'm like, oh well, she paid for a lot of stuff over our like relationship for like past like 3 years. I'm like, I gotta shower her. I gotta show her I appreciate. But it takes a lot of money to do so. Yeah. Yeah, and we've already talked about that bullshit. Like, ain't no one wanna, ain't no one wanna pay the VTuber to stream 24/7, and no one's like Iron Mouse with like 2,000, 3,000 people like donating $1 and some shit. You know what I mean? Damn, did it kick us out? Okay, okay. I hate dealing with tech stuff. It's the worst. It really do be a lot. It really do be a lot. God damn it. I have it! I hate you! I'll kill this bot. I'm gonna murder a bot. Where's the reverse? God damn it. But no, yeah, like we were just at Walmart and I was looking for a eraser for my for my, what do you call it? For just drawing in general, like my sketchbook. Cause I lost the dry eraser that like works really well with like the sketchbook and not like, you know, regular ass eraser. That I'm completely blanking, but like, yeah, regular eraser, like when you put on a pencil or something, like it hurts. It hurts the page. And it can like ruin it and stuff like that. What? I said Uno. I hate this place. I said Uno. Dang. But it could be hard. It could be hard. It could be really hard. To like draw every single day, to do art every single day. Bitch. What the fuck? No! Hate it here. God dang it. AI bot. Yeah, I remember drawing every single day in school, like literally like improving pretty much every single drawing. Yeah. Oh no, I know. Like every single video, I don't watch her streams. I love her. I don't watch her streams, but she has every single goddamn video. She has a different model that she uses. Um, yeah. I knew she had a website. Yeah, I did know that she had a website. I didn't know she cataloged that website. I thought it was just yeah, I've had it. Yeah, it's been like the past what 8 years. Um, it's yeah. She's been streaming for the past 8 years, but yeah, the past 4 years is definitely yeah, and her having enough like funds to do all those 92. Because I know they weren't all expensive. She got Worm one, you know. She got the one that what do you call it? That's just her plushie. It's just her plushie and shit like that. Um, So I know like it's not all um son of a it's not all like $3,000 models or something like that, you know? I Oh, I thought I did the Uno too early. Uh but no, I completely get it. Like I tried to do Donothon and I don't think I got anything actually. I tried to do it for a what do you call it? A charity. Um so it's like one of those things where it's just like do it for charity, you know, maybe that, you know, maybe I'll get that. Like I don't care if it goes to me and stuff like that. But it was just ass. It was just ass. Um I got $50 from it, which was nice to like, you know, put towards it. But it just felt like, you know, no one gave a shit. And I feel like maybe around like maybe 10, 20 viewers you could start doing maybe stuff like that. Because then some people, I don't know, some people will start like hyping it up and stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't really explain it. It really don't explain it. God dang it. Yeah. That's crazy. It's when it comes to like certain stuff, it's hard to it's hard to know. So you know, it's like it's really hard to like know when to do it, how it's gonna go and stuff like that until it happens. I think I got a couple like people watching during like my 72-hour stream, which is, you know, I think it's also like because it's crazy and stuff like that. Like, oh, it's on Twitch and you know, she's doing 72 hours. Like that's, you know, let's go watch, you know? How does that even work? Like, is this supposed to that you have more of the color than they do, or? Oh, someone's raiding. Hello. Damn it. We're just yapping. We're just yapping for the love of it. For the love of the game. If anyone's lurking, if they heard about like that new thing that's going around, I don't know if you heard about it. Like, say at least hi, because I think they're doing lurkers as bots right now. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I don't know why. Um. Yeah. I think you were talking about that. Yeah, you were talking about that. I don't know. 13. Hi. Hi, Raiders. Now you're with me. Now you see. Now you're gonna hear me yap for ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And ever. Jayla's really cool. Please give her a follow. Please subscribe to Scribble. Tier 1s, please. Please follow her on Twitter and Blue Sky and every other social. She's amazing, and you should do that. But what were you guys playing? Were you guys playing anything? I can see her chat in my chat. You guys on my right? Boulder's Gate, was it 3 or was it the first one? Because you just said Boulder's Gate, so it's like retro, or is the third one? I need to get Baldur's Gate 3, to be honest with you. I haven't gotten it at all. I've been waiting for the physical release to come out to actually like, get it, to be quite honest. But, you know, when is that ever going to come out? Well, we could release all songs. Repeatedly? Damn. Not Larian throwing around the slurs. That's a good amount of time, yeah. It's a desk fan too, right? Like the Five Nights at Freddy's metal desk fan. Well, Ziva was playing Boulder's Gate. Boulder's Gate 3. Oh, she can't hear you. Were you on mute?
Just the pick mic wasn't connected to the thing. Okay, I sent you an invite.
Hold on, ad. Oh.
Hold on, ad. But I do know that I'm working because it's showing up on my OBS. Zivia is trapped in ad hell. Oh, this is good. So Discord has added a new option in voice and video settings, which is great for streamers doing collabs over Discord if you don't want Discord's audio settings to mess with the sound of your mic. Pretty much it's a studio version, so open mic with no processing.
Oh. That's exciting.
I just need Discord to hurry up and do account switching on mobile. Like, please. Okay. Hey! Hi, Wolfie. Yeah, I drunk and I stopped scrimping and I felt the head pad. Wait, did the head pad even show up?
Mine's been messed up. I think I have to integrate it through VTuber Studio now.
I did like a mix it up thing.
I've heard of Mix It Up. Is that good?
Yeah, it's like
You son of a bitch.
so you can use it to yeah, so I gotta fix that. What don't I have to fix with my stream? Pretty much you use it to do commands, and it could give ad alerts in your chat, and it could also be a moderation bot of its own, and you could even configure point redeems. Like it's really good, and I would say I don't know if Blazette has done any tutorials, but she promotes it a lot, and now she's a damn ambassador of the brand. So
I did not know that. I follow her so much. I did not know that.
mostly because she talks about it in stream. And I just be asking questions because I like knowing behind the scenes and stuff. And I also am the Kakashi of VTubing. I be stealing. So it's like, I like your cut, G. And
got the shark guy out.
you're evil.
Got the showering gun. My bad.
No, it's fine.
I can't have you winning just yet. You make it hard.
I thought that Elgato, she's an ambassador of. I don't know about Elgato. I know that when Brown Girl Gamer Code had that giveaway, they were sponsored by Elgato. She might be an ambassador of that as well. I could check her media kit because she posted it. Hold on. I be looking at people. Shh. Especially since I'm trying to be more serious as a streamer now. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see what niggas I look up to. Okay, so maybe I do have an Oshi. Because I was just like, y'all didn't get me into streaming. I was already into this shit. I just like y'all. Because you know how people...
Is that what
like,
need to be a Oshi?
It means two things, right? So in idol culture... Did I already play that? Whose turn is it?
Is it who?
Oh, it's yours.
Why is it my turn? But I can't click anything.
Rest in peace.
Ain't no way.
But Oshi in Japanese idol culture, because that's where the term originated from. It's the K-pop equivalent of bias. But in terms of VTubing, like from a fan, that means bias. Hold on, my headset randomly turned off and I don't know why. We're gonna pray.
We're gonna pray.
This isn't VTubing without scuff. But if you're somebody in the field, your Oshi doesn't just have to mean your favorite. It can mean somebody who inspires you and stuff.
That could be so many people, though.
Because like I am inspired a lot by Love Mura, to the point where I am 2% still in her flow when it comes to this portfolio site, which I am redoing. When I say that I am the Kakashi of VTuber, I mean that shit. Mocha Taiga, who I'm like mutuals with, when she did her display of outfits that she got for her re-debut, and I think she's gonna start doing gorilla streams because I don't think that she has an exact date. She's just like, I'm not doing all that. Y'all just gonna have to pull up, and I'm like, okay. But her outfit display, that's what I'm taking inspiration from to do my outfit displays. So we'll hope for the best, because it's 13 of the bastards. And then a lot of stuff, it's not even like related to other VTubers. I would just look at other artists that I follow. Like there's this one named Sarah Stone, and she's known for drawing robot porn, but also Final Fantasy artwork, and I think Bloodborne and a couple of other franchises that she likes, and I like her portfolio site style. So I'm just like, I'm playing Frankenstein with ideas, and then other stuff is coming up with shit on Scratch. Oh yay!
I quit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I was being a hater. I'm like,
it's the name of the game. It's the name of the game.
I'm like, just for additional injury. I'm gonna win anyways. However, comma, I'm gonna be evil. So, I do have inspirations. It's just, I just don't be thinking about it like immediately. And then, of course, my friends are my inspirations, because sometimes I hear ideas and I'm like,
Okay, friends are my power.
Friends are my power. Oh yeah,
I need to watch more people's streams though.
I give you a kiss, Zivia. Mwah. Wait, doing what now?
I just need to watch more people's streams because I follow Blazette and I follow Love Mura and I follow them. You know what I mean? But I don't watch people's streams.
Yeah. I'm trying to get out of the habit of that as well, especially where it's just like something that gets emphasized, especially if we're trying to get big as VTubers, is to like study the craft. And it's like, how are you gonna study the craft if you don't go into stream? It's just like, I just don't be having time because, well, in class, I'm focused on class.
Yeah, at work, I'm just focused on work. I don't like it a lot, but I'm not,
I probably can watch more streams at work because I work at a museum and I'm an education assistant, so I be doing tours and stuff. But we do have office days where it's like just prep work, so I could listen to it in the background as I'm working on documents and junk.
I don't know. I like talking sometimes, like being a part of the stream.
When the pandemic got started, because it's still going on, I used to be more active in chat, and then now it's like being swamped with work and stuff. It's like co-working. Like I listen to it to not feel alone in the moment, and then I'll chime in from here to there, and then I'm just lurking for the rest of it.
I don't
And
know
then
how that works. Ugh. But no, yeah. Keep
mhm.
going.
No, that's pretty much it. Like I'll just have it on to have it on, and I be streaming when you're not able to come see me. It sometimes makes me sad because I want to talk with you. Yeah, I should say more than just hi sometimes. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the bots fucked themselves over. Let's go.
Let's go. We we will survive. I'll talk more. Cause I should communicate more, and then asking questions and just talking about random topics and stuff. It's nice. It's a good way to let off steam. And then especially with the asking questions things, I just be asking about shit.
What fucks me up is the what do you call it? Is now like yeah, I don't know if you saw it. It's
Mm-hmm.
Twitch is now like doing something where it's like bots. Like they're trying to curb the bot, like, sure the bot problem, which is like obvious, there's a bot problem.
Yeah,
Um
because I think it was something about statistics showing that like half of internet traffic is just bots now, and I feel like part of it was that AI shit exasperating things. And then sometimes when it comes to like moderation and stuff, because even before AI became a thing, bots just ended up being common for just moderation purposes.
yeah. And what they're doing is that like I don't know what it is, but it's like affecting lurkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Because you shouldn't be
most of
considered.
our streams are lurkers. Like anybody will tell you like the the majority of the people watching you don't talk,
Mm-hmm.
They're vibing, they're listening, they're doing something else. Um
Because I be listening to people's streams while I clean the house. I still gotta clean mine.
yeah.
My room is a mess. We love depression. It's not nasty at least, but it's just like I need to fold clothes. I'm
It's
gonna die.
I need to sweep my house, I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I need to sweep. I need to sweep and mop, but I haven't done that in the longest. I feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad. Uh, Especially since I'm the only one who can do it. Um,
Damn.
okay, even if I got just one card, all right. At least you saw what was coming up next.
Yeah. Another issue is like I need to get better at socializing. You know how when you go through life and you start to lose a couple of things because you get burnt out. But the problem is I've been feeling like this for a long time and it's taking a toll and it's affecting like interactions and shit. And it's like, damn, time to get good. Like one of my goals with the school year, because like I don't have to wait until January to have some new goals for shit. Is like mellowing out and being less angry with things. I just need to go to therapy, but like the specific therapy. Cause like okay, I realize that there are other forms of therapy out there. And it's just like, no, duh, there's other forms of therapy. But I'm not talking about like art therapy or music therapy and stuff, because that's more like an application of the existing thing you're doing. It's more like there's talk therapy, which is the most common kind. And for me, that's useless because talk therapy is for folks who don't know what the problem is. Damn. Okay, so I have to have more of this color than you in order for the challenge to fail. So I have to have less of that color than you for it to work, I assume.
Okay.
So I'm going to mellow out more. And I'm going to get organized. And I'm going to keep track of my money more efficiently. Like I do and I don't.
Yeah.
So I need to buy a budgeting book, actually.
I need to figure out how to use Twitter.
Um.
I had it on the ending soon screen for a little bit.
Oh no.
Oops. Oopsie daisy.
Okay, so we're going against two real people. So let's see how this goes. Oh, it was my turn. Fuck. I got distracted by the new person joining. I was like,
what are they gonna do? You know? Yeah.
yeah. Whole time.
But I just need to learn how to use Twitter. I don't
let's
know.
see. With Twitter,
I don't wanna be too negative, but I also don't want to be like too positive.
yeah.
Is there too much positive? I don't
gotta
know.
stop doing sad fence on Twitter. It's just that whenever I get to that point, I'm like already there and I don't want to move to another thing. And I was suggested to make an alt account. It's just, I probably should just make a damn diary. Because it's like making a whole new account just to, like, I made it. Did not be on it for too long. Yeah. But you know, I don't even be on it for too long. It's more like I be on and off. Like I go for like 2 minutes and then I leave. And then 30 minutes later I come back. But I need to rotate a bit. Oh, I got an achievement. Change the color with action time. 40 times. I know I was talking about Luna since she's new. Yeah, step 1, don't be on Twitter for too long. It will suck the joy out. 2, I would say make list. That's how I keep up with people, because when you put them on in like a list, they show up in your feed a bit more. Like you got to put them in your list and then like them a couple of times, and then you start seeing them forever.
I see a lot of people post. Like when I go to like that, what do you call it? The fuck, what do you call it? Like the notifications, like the first thing that you see, like, oh, what people post new. I put a lot of people in like show me everything. Just show me if they repost something, do this, do that, like, you know.
See, I turn my notifications off because it keeps me off of there as much. Especially when I do the accidental banger. I definitely need those notifications. Because it gets overwhelming.
Sometimes you get like a lot of likes on something, and it's just like, banger. But no one comments, but that's fine.
Yeah. I do wish that people would comment more. Because it's just like, it's the internet. How why is you scared?
It'd be the weirdest thing. I don't understand why some people are like terrified of being canceled when no one listens or watches you anyways. Unless you like say something truly horrible, then people will try to find where you live.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that, hey, don't say really horrible things, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
And
It's
don't
like,
piss off the wrong fandom.
yeah,
Like
don't
I was
piss off
getting
the wrong fandom.
Zutaras on me, and it's just like you don't listen to, and I'm like, nope, I don't, cause I don't like y'all. But I was being a hater.
Trying to be
Wait,
canceled by people you don't like is so funny.
it's the fact that I'm not. I don't think I'm in a position like some people are like, oh, cancellation is when people's perception when somebody intentionally tries to change the public's perception of you, and I'm like, no, like I feel like that waters down terms. You're not canceled until you're deplatformed, right? If you still have a platform to run your mouth and make money, then you're not canceled, boo boo. You may have lost some fans, but you're still going. um Wait, is your pronoun she involved? Yeah, it, like I say see her, but I don't mind she. It's just I like see as an added to it. So it's technically see she her. I just didn't want to type all that. We love having neo
Very
pronouns. It's so many.
funny.
At first, I
I
thought
love it. I love it.
at first I thought neo pronouns were cringe, and to an extent, I still think that they're cringe because it's like, oh, saying Luna, Luna,
Oh, my
is your
bad.
pronoun
Yeah,
she involved?
it's her. Yeah, it's she, her.
Uh, oh yeah, you
I
don't
don't
know
know
her.
her.
She doesn't even
It's so
go
hard.
here.
She doesn't even go here.
Now what the fuck?
Get greened. Get greened.
I'm fine, but what was I thinking? Oh yeah, I'm not big enough to be canceled. Like I could barely on an art day when the art is mine, specifically when the art is mine. Um, on a good day, I could get like 50 likes, which is fine. I'm grateful for that. Like you do. Remember when I was talking about like useless VTuber advice? Because somebody just like imagine 3 people in your house. That doesn't count for streaming to me. When somebody is trying to make money and I'm not, or at least not right now. Like I'll get there. I'm working towards it. I'm not upset, right? But when it comes to my art, yeah, I do have it with that perspective that there's 3 niggas in my house. Although it does give me anxiety because please get out of my house. You didn't ask. You didn't ask
Please get out
first.
of my house. You didn't ask. Get the fuck out of here.
But no, that one thing would imagine if you're just doing art for clout and you're not like trying to make money for it, then I feel like imagine the amount of likes you get is the number of people in your house. I feel like that's fine. And then even with making money with art, I can't bring myself to care too much about online because yes, I have online clients and I appreciate that. However, I get more art stuff and opportunities and whatnot through my job and through school. Patrick voice, who are you people? Says
you people?
I get more opportunities through my work in school than online. Like I can't bring myself to care too much about online because I know that there are some things about myself that isn't appealing. Be it my art style, because more people tend to like the really rendered anime art style, and mine, it has anime influences, but not quite. And then there are some things that I refuse to do to get big, and that could be my problem, that I won't humble myself, that I have too much pride for. Like one thing I refuse to do is a black edit, because I feel like I shouldn't have to put a Japanese bitch in box sprays for somebody to show up. Like I feel like if you want to see niggas, then look at the niggas that I'm already drawing. Because it gives me how an anime could get like this character is black headcanon, and then said anime has like racist stereotypes in it. Or if there's like a black person on staff, oh, you won, congratulations. If there's like a black person on staff and they get harassed, then nobody on the team like stands up for them. Or
Like
they
the
can like put
whole,
hip
was it
hop.
the voice actress who did Nagato?
Uh huh. I don't mean
Yeah.
that one, but that also counts. I'm talking about Dan or Don right now because it's
Oh,
like, so one of the biggest fandom issues that happened, there was a 16-year-old who was doing black edits of like Okarun and Momo and stuff, and hoes got mad. And I feel like even though I refuse to do black edits, I'll stand up for like its right to exist because it's just like if you can tolerate Tatsumaki from One Punch Man having large breasts, even though she is flat as a board, if you can tolerate lolicon art and stuff, then a nigga wanting to see themselves in the show that they watch, that should not be a problem because you don't care about consistency literally anywhere else. You don't
yeah.
care.
Like none of those people really. Now you make a good point. None of those people truly like give a fuck about any of that stuff because they put big boobs on everybody, and ain't no one, um, like it ain't no one's business. Like it truly ain't no one's business.
So it's like,
And mm,
so it's
I
whatever
feel
if
like,
somebody wants to like call Gojo light skin or something, but like, and she got harassed and stuff, and I hated it because like she's literally a child and the art that she's making is harmless. However, my thing about that, and also like the voice actors for both Okarun and Momo, both of them are black. They stood up for her on top of that. And I think the voice actor for Okarun got like bullied off of Twitter. He had to like private and stuff because folks were being weird.
I hate fandom.
Same. It's ass.
I hate fandom.
He's back online now after things cooled off. And then the 16-year-old, she got a lot of clients to draw and stuff. So that's good that she got restored. But like my thing is, let's talk about Don, and how the opener takes from like Jersey drill music and in the opener you have Momo and Okarun and them using black choreography because like they do the Carlton and Momo's like dance animation and took from like a Rihanna music video, and people were using that as justification, like why can't we do black edits when y'all use our culture. But like my rebuttal to that is, okay, why make free fan art and see yourself in a show that doesn't respect you enough to add you in it? Because like, okay, you could take from Jersey drill, you could take our choreography and stuff, and yet there's not a single black character in the roster. And then when Okarun's voice actor was harassed, it's not like Crunchyroll or the animation studio. What? I don't know who's animating Don. Like nobody's made a public
Was it not
statement.
bad?
It was that bad because like he had to go private for like 3 weeks.
Like, yeah, no one makes a statement about don't harass our voice actors. I don't understand why businesses don't do this. It's
Because they want to
why
remain
are y'all
neutral.
allergic to protecting your staff? I can't stand it.
Mm-hmm.
This shit I can't stand when it comes to this whole capitalist bullshit. Because everyone wants to play neutral until
Somebody dies or some shit.
yeah, right.
And that's why I don't like it whenever people. That's why I don't like it sometimes whenever people make black edits, because it's like, this is a show that has not attempted to include us, but they profit off of our culture and they don't defend us whenever we face mistreatment. And yet you insist that you like quote unquote have a right to see yourself in this stuff, but it's just like yeah, you got a right to do it, but it's also like it's not catered to you. It's clearly catered to people who hate us. So at some point I feel like some stuff got to be let go. And this isn't to say don't watch Don, because there's a lot of stuff that I like about the show. like I do like the lore, and it's gotten me back into like looking up stuff about Buddhism and Shintoism because there's a lot of references in that with the lore, and I do think that the art is really cool. And I'm gonna pull a Kakashi and take some shit because I feel like it, but you know, some things like I'm not. I don't know. How can I can't pour into something that doesn't pour into me. And to me, Don Don isn't really pouring into me. Because of the fact
It's hard to watch media that don't give a fuck about you.
Mm-hmm. And somebody's just like, well, then you can't watch most media. And I'm like, no, there's like, it's like a specific execution, right? I could watch Lord of the Rings fine because Tolkien wasn't taken from black culture to do his world building and stuff. What pisses me off is when something takes from black culture and doesn't have any niggas in it. That'll make me mad. I'm not the biggest fan of Friends. I'm bored of, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, Friends is like the worst thing ever, because it isn't. It's just mid. I was mainly there. Like, when there was a time where we didn't have internet and cable for like 2 good years because of like poverty and shit. So Friends would come on and it was something to watch. And I would just blank out until Joey would enter the screen because I like Joey because he was hot. But like, I also didn't give a fuck about Friends because it was pretty much a white ripoff of Living Single.
Living Single came first?
I'm fairly certain that Living Single came first. Hold on.
I think so. I remember hearing something about that. Like, okay.
So Living Single came out in 1993. Friends came out in 1994.
Yeah, okay. Because I remember watching a video on black sitcoms. And like the progression of it and shit like that. Living Single, Cosby Show.
Family Matters.
What's another different world? Family Matters, Different World. I love Different World. Gosh, I love that show so much. I think my mom has like the disc of it, like the full like season of something, like the full series. But nah, it's yeah, it really do be like that. And like, I liked Friends. Yeah, I did like Friends, and I also liked Living Single. But yeah, I could get that. Like watching a show and be like, hey, that's a ripoff, you know? That's a ripoff of my shit, or shit made for me. You know what I mean?
And it's also like my issue with, you know, folks like, we should have a right to see ourselves in these characters, and I'm like, do you see any non-black people fighting for a right to see themselves in us? Like, why are you so insistent? Like, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but it's not often. Because, like, one time I did see, like, around Halloween when I was in high school, and I think with my little sister, there was, like, this little white girl who dressed up as Tiana for Halloween. And that was cute. Because black girls aren't the only ones who could like Tiana. And it's not like she was, like, wearing face paint or some shit. She just wore the dress and she had her hair up in the bun and she was respectful about it, and it was fine. And then I like seeing some of those videos. Like, I'm not gonna dick ride. Like, I don't like that we're inviting people to the cookout sometimes. Sometimes. Because I feel like some people be inviting folks for the bare minimum. Like, just because a white person can clap on beat does not qualify them to join the cookout. Please. Have some self esteem. But it's
Have
like,
some self-respect, yeah.
please. Are they fighting to let you to brunch? Are they fighting to bring you to brunch? No. Stop giving out these tickets so freely. Damn.
Yeah, are they fighting to let you sit at the table? Nah, they'd let you stand in the house, let you step on this porch? No.
No.
Alright then you're invited to cookout.
So that's how I feel about some of these black edit arguments. Like, we should be able to see ourselves. And I'm just like, do any of them show up for us though? Then why you insisting? Just draw. And if somebody shits on you for them, tell them that their mom should have swallowed them and blocked them. Or mass report them, honestly. Like, I feel like we need to start using these same tactics. And I kind of don't care that it's evil. Because, like, folks be getting jumped and sent gore and all this other kind of nasty stuff over drawing. And it's lame. So I feel like we should be jumping folks. But that... Because they be organized with it. Like, I feel like I'm pissed off of Zutara or Fujo. I think I pissed off of Fujo exactly because, like, it was specifically my anti-Fujo posts that have been reported. Because I'm just like, why does my account keep getting locked? And I have to be told to delete, like, 5 different posts. Somebody's mad. Because why you looking that far? Shit from months ago. Zivia, bro, that reminds me of a rap video similar to the Kenny Beats thing where a dude covered the Asian dude's mouth and said nigga for him. Like, at least he said it, but it still felt weird. Yeah, because, like, he shouldn't even have that as a lyric anyway. Just because you're using somebody else as a button, you still using that person as a button to say it. It's like
That's
if a...
right, I did see that. Damn,
it's like if a mute person said it in sign language. You still said it. Like, that's lame. And screw the black dude for doing that. Have some self-esteem. Like, I'm sorry, East Asia, because y'all are on thin ice right now. Because what happened with Jenny and that other girl from Black... I don't even give a fuck about Blackpink, but it's just like, damn. It's the fact that 2 of them were invited to the Met Gala for the theme.
And they didn't even do it, right?
I was actually mad at Pharrell. It's Pharrell's fault because he designed it. Like, I like Sabrina Carpenter's outfit because Jenny, I think, was also with Louis Vuitton. Jenny's outfit was actually good. You said the N-word. You don't need to be here. You should get jumped, actually. I feel like interpreters can't be faulted for that. They're just... No, I'm talking about a regular mute person. I'm not talking about the person who's interpreting for rap concerts. And to me personally...
Yeah, that's kind of their job.
But to me personally, I feel like you should be hiring black interpreters then. Because there are, and then there's Black American sign language. Because, like, regular ASL, I know there's no AAVE in standard ASL. I know there isn't. But BSL definitely got it in there. So, specifically ask for people who do BSL. BASL. BSL is British Sign Language. BASL is Black American Sign Language. Hire them. Give them some money. Like that one girl, I remember when Rihanna performed at the Super Bowl, they had a black girl who did the interpretation for that. Well, no, the reason why we have Black American Sign Language is because the deaf and blind schools used to be segregated.
Yeah.
This has been Black History with Jayla
You
second.
can just add on top of it. Damn.
Yeah, because I put the stacking option on there because I'm evil.
What in the? They're fighting for they're fighting for third place. Jesus.
That's how I felt watching that one season of Drag Race when Sasha Colby was in there. Everybody was fighting for second place because as soon as they saw Sasha Colby, I love Sasha Colby, but it's also why the fuck did you invite her? Knowing that you were gonna crown her since you invited her, like, damn, everybody was fighting for second place. And like with the behind the scenes and stuff, there was like, there's this talk show called Roscoe's where queens would go and talk about their experiences during the season after the NDA goes away, right? And
Yeah.
in the first episode where they like meet each other in the dressing room and shit, the producers had to tell them to like move and stuff because it's just like, this looks like a Sasha Colby meet and greet, and I'm like, because it is. It is. You knew exactly what was gonna come about when you brought her on this show. It's not that I'm mad at her. I'm just mad at production. Because, like, why would you set the other girls up for failure like that? Don't do that. But it's whatever.
I guess to get more popular. I don't know.
But it's just like, they've won like 8 Emmys and shit. They're fine. I don't think that they'll ever struggle with popularity. Now with the, especially because it's the American one. That's the first one. So it's like more established. I do need to get caught up with Drag Race though, because it's been messy with this All-Star season, and I've been seeing Twitter beef between some of the queens like in real time. I'm like, damn. I had to go and watch Bussy Queen for context because I couldn't see the whole conversation on Twitter, because kind of find out there's also some YouTube videos involved because some of these queens have YouTubes and they be streaming and shit. And I'm like, damn, this is like VTuber beef all over again. You know something I'm sad about when it comes to VTuber beef? We have no trustworthy news outlet. We got news outlets.
Oh yeah, we got news outlets, but they're grimy. They're grimy. I used to watch False ID.
Same.
But then he like skipped over Black History Month for some reason. I was like,
and then he barely promotes black
that's
people
some
anyway.
bullshit.
Remember that one time when Lady was following people? And we were getting hyped and shit? The only time that I've seen a black news thing that False did was 3 times, right? One was, I think, Keisha making a major accomplishment, and I can't even remember what the accomplishment was because that's how long ago it's been. And then 2 were related to Love Murrah.
Like I can remember him. I remember, Keishan, and it's like maybe a 1 second maybe mention of it. Like it was very small. It was very small mention, and I was like, "This is the only thing you did throughout the Black History Month too." Like,
one
you
other
didn't even
thing.
try like debut, like people's debuts. You didn't even try like check in with like Melanin Mafia. No, nothing.
Anniversaries. I don't even think that they did anything about Tiffany because you know she's always breaking records and stuff for her charity streams.
Yeah, and it was just like, y'all fucked up for this. Like, I understand, to some extent, I understand that going after, like, you know, Niji Sanji, Hololive, VShojo, they're bigger streamers, they're gonna get you more attention, right?
But
like,
I
if
can't
I
even
were to do
excuse
something like
that
that,
because it's like he expanded his team to cover specific stuff. Because like Lady, her thing is indie VTubers. He does the Corpo VTubers, and then the other 2, I can't remember.
yeah, I don't remember what they were doing. Those I said something about lightning round. Oh shit, you got a bot in your chat.
Oh, ban. I should have asked you to do it, Zivia.
Can I?
Mods?
I'm banned from my chat too. Fuck them.
I should have. What's the point of me giving Zivia mod permissions and did not ask it?
Mods,
Ain't
kill
good
him where it
mods
hurts. Kill him where it hurts. Mods, make him do a backflip. Give him the old razzle dazzle.
Oh, who followed? Tai Kanochi. Was about to. I was tabbed out and was on my way when I heard. Oh, thanks. Love you. You're wonderful. Also, thank you for the follow, Tai Kanochi. No, fuck that nigga. So Cody and Heidi.
Hey, Ty.
OMG, Luna and Jayla collab. Yeah. Let's see, creatures gotta stick together.
Man, I wish this custom model had tentacle hair. I'm this close. I'm this close to live 2D model. I'm this close. Everything else makes sense, except for this. I just gotta save. Because it's gonna be like $300 something for the rig. I could probably do the rig myself. That's the thing. I could probably do it myself. I'll be honest.
You're better than me. Like, everybody keeps saying, hey, your art style is good. You should try to make live 2D models. And I'm like, don't ask me to do shit ever again.
Don't actually do shit ever again.
Never say that in a day of your life. Like, it feels like I might have to. I'm jealous of Zivia. They managed to find a model maker with a style that they like. And they're even using a free to use one that they got right now. And I'm like, damn, it must be nice having a movable body. I don't even think that I'm all that picky. Fun. It's like, it's just specific stuff. The weird part about it, I don't necessarily have style preferences for art of me, but I'm more picky when it comes to a live 2D model. I don't know, because like, a lot of folks don't draw black people. And then the ones that do, I'm not the biggest fan of their art style. And then there was like 2 that I found where I like their art style, but one doesn't draw black people. And then the other one is I like their art style. They do make models. They do draw black people. However, they don't have comms open for that. Like, that's not even an option. You can only buy illustrations from them. Because apparently they make their own and they've made it for other VTubers. Like, I think Basil and like 2 others, and I guess they don't do comms. Like, I sent them a DM through feature, and I might bother them on Blue Sky as well, because it's just like, ma'am, please.
I begging.
I was picky-ish. I honestly was probably going to go with Love Mura since she was the closest. Yeah, and I also considered Love Mura, because, like, not to be typical, because everybody keeps going to Love Mura, because she's good at her shit. And both of us are familiar with, all of us are familiar with her work and know what she's capable of. And she's also willing to experiment and stuff. And she's also made educational. So I do have she does make educational materials and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But like, something that's closer to what feels like me, especially since I'm like doing style readjustments. There was like this one artist named Lemonana Pink, like Pink Lemonade, and
yeah,
I love the way that she did tone and stuff, and she has like moving patterns, which I really like because I grew up watching Chowder, and that was my shit, and it's still one of my inspirations because I'm gonna start using patterns in my clothing and my other stuff more often, right? But she got no black people in her portfolio. And my thing is, I'm not as patient as other people. As a means to say, there are like some VTubers that I know who's just like, yeah, I'll take a chance on this person because I really like their art. I don't believe in taking chances for something that I consider the bare minimum. I should not have to pay you to draw black people because that's not how being a professional artist works. IRL. Online, yeah, because nobody wants to hold anybody accountable, but IRL, no. Um, your portfolio is pretty much the equivalent of uh of fuck. What do you put on a job application? Your resume, right?
Yeah.
So you have your because imagine like yes, it is endearing and it should be encouraged to be like I don't know how to do this, but I'll learn how and stuff on the job, and I feel like more jobs should be willing to give people's chances, but at the same time I feel like as an artist the bare minimum is being able to draw any kind of human, not just skinny, racially ambiguous white Asian girl number 187. Like you, yes, you need to know how to draw men who aren't just twinks. You need to draw. You need to know how to draw old people and black people and fat people and the disabled. Like, and it's just like, well, it's hard, and it's just like drawing is hard in general, nigga. If you can learn how to draw one, you can learn how to draw the other ones. Cause
Yeah,
I'm
it takes
learning.
time. It takes time to draw, but like don't like some people really do be truly afraid of melanin. Of like and it's like getting it wrong too. And it's like, yo, don't post it then. If you know you got it wrong, don't post it. Just keep trying. See if you got some friends that could be like, hey, can you give me some tips or something? Like talk to an artist or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't gotta you don't have to like on the jump do this ashy ass racially ambiguous anime girl. You could be like, here's like talk to your friend, be like, hey, here's something that I did, and it was, you know, can you give me any like ideas? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Cause like,
Oh.
okay, I made like a whole doc talking about that thing with struggling to draw new subject matter and stuff, and why it's important to have somebody to like, why it's important to ask for help, and why it's important to like deal with the fact that you're gonna make mistakes, but it's still effort that's worth it regardless. Cause like, okay, have you seen me talk about Golden Kamui so much? I got an OC because I made a Yume character, and she's Ainu because I can't imagine my black. Like, remember when I said I can't pour into something that doesn't pour into me? This isn't quite that. Golden Kamui is a period drama that takes place during the Meiji Restoration, and like I just simply cannot see my black ass in pre-World War I Japan. I just can't. My imagination isn't good enough, especially when like that specific one. This isn't like Demon Slayer where it's like fantastical and stuff. This is like this is a period drama, so they're like big on accuracy, and it's fine. It's fine. But my character is Ainu, and I was doing costume design, and I was being a little bit lazy with it. I'll admit, with one of the designs, because I really like some of the fashion during the Meiji period, like the hakama, which are like, you know, those pleated pants, but then they also come in skirt forms and stuff. And what I tried to do was like put some Ainu embroidery over it and do like a particular color with it to match the culture's color scheme. But when I asked for feedback from Mamiko, who was the person that I was getting consultation from, because she's Ainu and Jamaican, she was just like, yeah, this ain't it. Like, she said it in a nice way. I'll say it in a mean way. It was shit. It's like the equivalent of in Overwatch putting Lifeweaver in that one French Armada outfit. Cause it's like is he Thai or Vietnamese? Which one was conquered by the French?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was Cause like as soon as she said it, my mind, I had like a brain blast, like in Jimmy Neutron, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. So I had to like dig and find some references. He's Thai, so yeah. It's the equivalent of putting on Life Weaver and that one French Armana thing, because it's just like they were conquered by the French. You're making them look assimilated by doing stuff like that. So I had to stiff up her lip and do like some deeper research, and it was a bit hard because I had to go to the British Museum's archives to find some things, and then look at some other websites because like the U.S. doesn't have any immediate resources on like indigenous stuff with Japan. So going to unconventional avenues to find references and ideas, and then that's how I managed to make her new outfit, and it looks so much better. Vietnam was conquered, but Thailand had a French liaison that was kind of sketchy nonetheless. Gotcha. So it's like I made a mistake, and when I was told that, I'm like, okay, I'll adjust and try something different and get out of my comfort zone. And I feel like more artists need to do that, especially since you're posting to a public art audience. Like, I'll shit on these niggas. Too many artists want to be critically acclaimed but don't want to be criticized. And I'm not saying that, oh, you post in public so you need to be subject to anything and everything, because I don't think that people should be harassed or cursed out. But like if you're drawing something that's like cultural, or you're depicting people that are like known for being mistreated and stuff, and you're not handling that subject matter with care, folks aren't obligated to be satisfied with anything and everything you put out. Since you put it out in public, you're going to be subject to public opinion, and you need to get used to that, or just don't post it.
Yeah.
Like
People
if you
need
Mhm.
people really do need to like learn to take criticism, but also like learn how to ignore shit that make you feel some type of way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like some people gotta take a step back. If you start to get angry and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, all right, stop. I want to stop. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna like be a part of this no more. I wanna, I wanna bounce. I wanna do something else. I wanna come back to this when my headspace is not like, oh, I'm about to kill a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Uh, and like it takes a lot to like curb your temper, but like it's so easy. It's so easy to like be on Twitter and like start clapping back for shit. And it's like, no, if you learn if you learn through your temper and some shit like that, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know that like it's either rage bait or this person can't accurately express how they feel about this, like, this bullshit.
Mhm.
And that ain't their fault. That ain't their fault. Um, cause I learned that especially from Ruby.
Mhm.
Like that was like official, like not official. It was like indie, but it was still like they put this thing out there. They got criticism for it, and then they said everyone was mean, and they just didn't listen. And like when I saw that, I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that because this is something like you can't fuck up, and they did, and they just kept going until they said, well, this is too hard for us. We gotta let it go. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't be that motherfucker. I can't be that bitch.
And
I have to like
Mhm.
keep myself from doing some dumb shit like this.
Yeah, because like it's embarrassing being an industry professional and doing that shit. Cause like you're literally making money from this, and you trying to amass a mass audience for that. Now me, I'd be petty, cause like I will quote retweet somebody and call them a bitch and then block them after, so they won't be able to respond to me. And but I'm also like working on mellowing out. I feel like, you know that one saying where you see the changes with yourself before other people do. So there was this one thing that I started to do that was recommended from, see, Oshunia is another VTuber and stuff, and she's a CTuber as well. and she takes like inspiration from like West African culture and stuff of hers. One thing that I learned from her like several months, a couple of years back, was to, if you want to post something, right, you write down the post to put your thoughts together, and then you put it into drafts, and then you come back tomorrow and see if you still want to be bothered, and if you don't, then you delete it, right? Now, I keep forgetting to delete because I'm lazy. However, doing that has like kept me from blowing a gasket a lot. And of course, nobody's gonna be able to tell because I still talk a lot of shit. However, there's a lot of shit that hasn't been talked. Like, I got 90 something drafts on my Twitter because I keep forgetting to delete shit. But it's like, it's a good practice because sometimes things do piss you off. So like, you type it to get those feelings out, and then
But you don't send it. I do that a lot.
You don't send it.
I'll be honest, I do that a lot. I will type up entire paragraphs, and then I'm like, I shouldn't do this, and I delete everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Where is it? There it goes. Then I just delete everything, and it's just like, I don't know if I should post this because I be typing some really horrible shit. And I'm
I've
like,
gotten suspended a
no.
couple of times. I was told a bitch to drink hemlock. Cause I'm not even mean. I just have no patience. Like, at my job, I have to have a lot of patience for people. So when I'm on the internet for free, no. But then I have to remind myself I'm a VTuber and I actually want to make money from this shit, so I have to be semi-professional here too. And I say semi because like the space is very casual. But I gotta at least be half professional over here.
Yeah.
Even when I be hating.
It really do be that way. It really do be that.
Be like that sometimes, even though you don't want to be bothered. Uh-huh. Now why?
I thought about one of the things, if I ever go viral, like, I know that I need to hire a couple people.
Mm-hmm.
And like, one of the people I feel like I need to hire is like PR.
Yeah.
It's like one PR person to be like, I don't think you should post that. I think that's gonna get you. I think that's gonna get you some trouble. You should maybe like calm down a little bit. And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
I need to ask Mara. She's retired, but I still talk to her sometimes. But she has PR training, and then I would also ask, do you know who Cinnabelle is?
I feel like I've heard the name.
She's also a black VTuber. She's a Grim Reaper, but she's a pink bunny Grim Reaper. So she wears like a pink unitard with a hoodie with bunny ears, and she got a scythe and stuff. But she's also like the kind of Grim Reaper she is like ninja adjacent, right? She has PR training. Who else do I know? Ask them if you could get in contact with them, and if not, I gotta ask at some point because it's just like I'm doing that soft rebrand and I want to get sponsors, and I can't be yelling at people all the time.
You can't be wilding out.
I feel like I'm mellow though, because like sometimes I'll just say something snarky, and then when somebody says something stupid, then I start yelling at them. I do think that a lot of my oomphs have more patience than me, because like we were talking about hating fandom and shit. Some of my oomphs will spend like 3 hours trying to explain something to somebody, and I'm glad. And some of them are younger than me. like in their 20s, but like a younger 20 than I am. And like I'm glad that I was like in a phase where I was in political Discord servers because I knew when to spot bad faith arguments immediately, and I usually just block that. Now other stuff I'll just call somebody a bitch and block them, but there are other stuff where it's like an immediate block. Although now I've started to respond to people and like hide their comments, and then I link my Ko-Fi and I'm like, hey, here's where you can pay me to care. And I feel like that's fine. But no, like some of these bad faith arguments that be happening in fandom, like Arcane, for example. I'm not arguing with an Arcane fan.
Yeah.
Like, I'll sooner tell you to jump. I'm gonna be so for real. Cause like Cause it's a hellhole. And I can't even say that it's just a fandom issue. I feel like the fandom is being enabled because the creators themselves are messy as hell. Then how the fuck does that work? I need to look up how this challenge thing works because it's being my ass. But no, I think that the creators themselves are going to hell, and they're bringing several of their fans with them. Because what do you mean Silco was based off of an anti-Semitic stereotype? I just keep finding out stuff.
Yeah,
about...
what was that white bitch that I'm sorry for any white people in chat, but what was that white bitch who was like, oh yeah, that black woman? Yeah, I made her. I think she kind of, I don't know what it was, but it pissed me off so much.
She was like, I wrote J Mel to be boring so they would break up at the end, and I'm like, damn, did the animators know that? Cause their body language is very different. Like, this is what happens when, like, there's a saying that a movie isn't done until it gets published, because every step of making a film or an animation or something like that, you know, you're writing. You're not done writing your film or your play or your animation until it gets published, right? Because like, yeah, the script has been written, but then you have to do the visual interpretation through the graphics and stuff, which is also a form of writing. And then you got to do the editing and stuff, which is also a form of writing, because you're like framing things a certain way. Yeah, you wrote J-Mel to be boring. However, them animators didn't get the memo because that nigga was all up in her guts. And like, even without the sex scenes and stuff, there's like a lot of tenderness and care between them. And like, yeah. And then League of Legends was just like, screw you, because them voice lines say otherwise. Like, it's like Doom romance, but they still show a lot of like care and tenderness towards each other. And folks eat that Doom relationship stuff up. So like, what did you mean by that? You failed, actually. Christina. I be learning these niggas' names. That's her name, yeah. By their first name, Christina. Wait, no, it wasn't Christina. I think it was Amanda or Miranda. It was one of those two. But Christian was the dude who based Silco off of an anti-Semitic stereotype. And I'm just sitting here like, this was the one time I didn't want to learn the behind the scenes. No, this is the second time I didn't want to learn the behind the scenes of a film. The first time was Nosferatu. Because when I learned about the costume design, I got mad. One of these days, I'm going to do like a full-on conversation about why I hate Nosferatu. The Robert Eggers version. To be honest, I kind of don't like the original one, but I haven't seen it. But it's like knowing what I know about Dracula and it being a Dracula adaptation. There's probably like 2 things I don't like about it off the bat. I'll just make a video about it, and it's just like, happy Halloween, guys. Y'all are gonna hear about my Dracula hyperfixation. It's the fact that I don't even like vampires like that. I just like a lot of vampire media, if that makes sense. Like
No, that makes sense.
I,
Like, I don't like vampires, but I don't watch Twilight, but I watch like Blade. I watch like the what's it, the Underworld films,
uh huh.
and I just recently watched Sinners, which made me like
How was
almost
Sinners?
cry.
How was Sinners? I fucking cry.
Oh
Watching Sinners. Spoiler
man,
alert for Sinners because we are going to be talking about the movie now. The Tism.
yeah, yeah. I I can't. Just the multiple things that happened in that movie, like all those people walked out of that club and they all got turned. Ain't no way you
The,
got turned like half the town. I'm gonna
I'm
come
like,
after
how?
you.
I was just like, how
Like
fast were they? Because like, okay, before everybody walked out, it was
it was
Remy,
just
Bert, and
for
Joan, and then it was Cornbread. Because Cornbread also, because when he went to go pee, and Mary. That's
yeah,
five. What do you mean five vampires managed to get
turned
through?
half the
What,
town.
40 people?
Like I was
I'm,
watching it with my girlfriend and her friend, and I was like, "Ain't no way they turned the entire town." Like I said, the entire town.
the
"Ain't no
community,
way you
pretty
turned
much.
so much people." And I'm like, I would be so depressed.
I would have
I
been
would be so
pissed,
depressed.
especially
I would.
since, like, I guess Slim didn't live long enough to get depressed because like he died because he was the one who told them to go outside, and I'm like, damn.
I would have felt that in my soul. I would have. Yeah, he didn't get the chance to feel depressed because he died, but he died a gangster. Okay,
Yeah.
he died an absolute gangster. It was the my partner didn't see Django, but
Mm-hmm.
it was exactly how I felt at the end of Django when Django was just like killing them, killing the slave owners, killing everybody, and I was like, yes,
Yeah.
let's go, fuck him, shoot every single one of them,
Yeah.
blow up that truck, let's
Mm-hmm.
go. And I was just like
And I
so
love the
hyped.
soundtrack for both.
Uh, it was so good, and I saw what was it? The 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 girl was pregnant, and I was like, ain't no fucking way she was pregnant. Kill me now.
Wait, who was pregnant?
Kill um uh slit what was smoke and stack, but it was Smoke's girl.
Annie
Um
was not pregnant. She, at least she didn't
like
die
it killed like
pregnant.
a
Like
baby.
they had the baby at the beginning. Part of the reason why Smoke left.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I
Uh
was
huh.
like, oh, I thought she was pregnant. I was like, ain't no way.
Nuh-uh. They already had
But
the baby. It's just the baby died really young, and that's part of the
okay,
reason why Smoke left. Like, okay, um, let's do a
because
timeline.
I remember that. I remember the grave and shit like that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I thought it was like for some reason I thought it was for somebody else.
So that's why she was holding. That was, he was like there and stuff. Daddy's here. You see a bottle at the grave, and then the small stone that has like a footprint or a handprint. I can't remember. Those are like those baby mementos.
Okay, I wasn't paying enough attention then. I guess.
Hmm. I was locked in. I've
But
also seen this movie twice, but I was locked in. Like, okay, when I first found out about the movie, it was just like Ryan Coogler is making a movie. Like, it started with like a teaser announcement. It was just like Ryan Coogler is making a vampire movie about twins, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like half and half, right? Because like, okay, I have a complicated relationship with vampires. I'm like neutral to their existence. I used to be really into them, and then my mom, we're all horror fans, but we're like different kinds of horror fans because she likes mysteries and supernatural and vampire shit. Like, think Stephen King and
yeah,
think and all this Eric and shit. So like, I grew up with these niggas. But it's like whenever there's like a black vampire thing, with the exception of Blade, it's usually vampires as an allegory to slavery. And even though that's a really good allegory and stuff, because you know parasitism, human exploitation and stuff, sometimes it gets old. So I'm just like, okay, I'll
what
wait.
was that? What was that one vampire movie with Snoop Dogg?
Um, that
Vampire
was
in New York or something?
That wasn't Snoop Dogg. That was Vampire in Brooklyn. That was a black retelling of Dracula.
That was not Snoop Dogg. Why did I think it was Snoop Dogg?
It was Eddie Murphy. Snoop Dogg, he was in a horror movie. It was called Bones. He was a pimp who
That's
was
another
haunting the
one.
area.
Oh my god, that's right. It was Bones. It was Bones.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was vampire movie. Maybe I got them both fucking mixed up because they both came out around the same time, right?
I think so. Like it was 80s. I think Snoop Dogg's was 90s though. I can't remember, but like they could have had the same director and stuff because they did have similar aesthetics and like when you look at the film quality, it's similar. But I don't know. It's been so long
That was
since I've
Eddie
seen
Murphy.
either of them.
Wow. Fuck.
But yeah,
I thought
Vampire in
I thought it was
Brooklyn.
Bones.
It had Eddie Murphy and Angela Bassett. Bones had Snoop Dogg and Pam Grier.
Damn. They blend over as time went on, I guess. Fuck. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Keep going. I interrupted you.
No, it's fine.
Cause
So,
I was like,
so I was like following the trailers and stuff as it came out because I'm like, okay, let's see, because this is Ryan Coogler doing an original piece technically because like yes, Black Panther and Creed are original stories, but like they're tied to existing franchises, so it was nice to see him go out on his own. Then I see the teaser, right? So you see like the flashes of them going to the truck with the snake coming out, and I'm like, okay, Hoodoo is involved. I'm like looking up Wikipedia articles. I'm like, why they got twins in this movie? That's supposed to signify something, right? And then that scene where it's like, man, let me in, man, let me in. And to be honest, I thought that it actually wasn't going to be vampires because it was just like, dude, let me in. And a bunch of them were crowded because the way that they were crowding around him, I thought it was like some zombie shit, actually, especially with Hoodoo involved. I thought it was some zombie shit, but no. So find out it was vampires, and I'm like, okay, this looks cool. That one teaser with Cornbread being kind to one another and trying to bite someone. I'm like, okay. And they're using like traditional vampire rules because like we haven't seen that in a while. And then like the last trailer before it actually came out, it was when Bert and Joan were singing "Will You Go, Lassie Go," and I'm like, they got the Irish in here. I genuinely got scared as soon as I found out the vampires were Irish, and it has nothing to do with like the mythology or anything. I'm like, I saw Smoke pull out a machine gun and it looks like the 1920s, and then the vampires are Irish. Are they gonna throw out a pipe bomb? Are they gonna use a pipe bomb to smoke the people out and kill them? And that's like bad of me, cause you know, like before 9/11 happened, the Irish used to be the terrorist stereotype because of the fucking IRA.
yeah.
Like J.K. Rowling's bitch ass made a whole joke. Like what's his name, Sean Finnegan, who was Irish, and like his whole gag was exploding. And I'm like, this woman is so racist that she was using stereotypes that were long forgotten, like stereotypes that's only specific to the area.
Yeah, she was so racist. I figured out that she was advanced racist.
Like, oh my god. But then she's
Like,
British. They got
like-
forceps built in their eyes. They could tell a Romani even if they've been like white for 3 generations just by looking at them. Like, sorry to my British followers. However, come.
Y'all be too much.
So I'm just like, they got.
Y'all be advanced racist.
I'm like, they got the Irish in here. It's finna be a mess. And then, I was just finding out more stuff behind the scenes. I'm getting that DVD because we love physical media. And
I walked past it. Me and my girlfriend think about picking it up on Walmart while we were there. Saw it, and I was like, we should get it. We should get Sinners on DVD. It's Blu-ray. I got a PS5. It you know.
Mm-hmm. I got.
And we're like, she mentioned that I was only going to watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, because I'll cry. Yeah, because I might actually cry. And I feel like it's a one and done movie. A lot of time.
No, it's not.
I'm bad at watching horror.
You better suck up them tears. I feel like it's definitely a horror movie, but I feel like it's more like on the thriller end of the spectrum because there was so much comedy. I was too busy cracking up with some stuff. Cause Remick was disrespectful. He was just like, oh, it's because we're when they didn't let him in. And I'm like, I hate you. He was like, how she get in? And I started cackling. Delta Slim was ignorant as fuck though. I loved him, but I hated him. He was just like, yeah, I once had a girlfriend who was a real vampire. She bit me everywhere but my neck. And I'm like, oh, head, shut up. Shut up. It's time
You
to
really
stop.
do be acting like an old head, man.
It's the fact that this actor is British. She's been in American shit all my life, and I felt so betrayed.
Oh my god.
Who played as Delta Slim?
He was good though. He sacrificing
Delroy
those
Lindo.
to try to get them away.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's what
Right,
an
I
elder.
don't know.
That's a good elder
Yeah.
right there. No, I did cry when Annie. I'm like, Annie, no.
Another thing that got me was that like Zach was still with Mary all that time.
Yeah,
All that time they were still together.
they're
And
two
I was
halves of
like,
one idiot.
I hated Mary. Okay, I hated Mary. Like I hated her for killing Zach, but I got that little bit of like, at least y'all stay together, you son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
At
And I
least
think
y'all stay together.
And I think she went to him one because like you pretty much lose yourself with that, but also like they were together. I must not make the joke. What was the joke? Just go ahead and make the joke.
Like, let go make the joke.
Don't be scared.
I didn't hear it.
No, she hasn't made it yet. Zivia's like, I must not make the joke. But no, yay! What was I thinking? I didn't hate Mary. I honestly didn't care most of the time because, like, okay, even when I muted the word sinners on Twitter, there was just so much discourse about Mary and Grace. So, like, by the time it got there, I'm like, I don't care. I can't bring
I
myself
didn't
to give
remember
a
any
damn.
Discord about Grace.
Pretty much people were saying, how dare Grace, as a non-black person, endanger a black space where she's a guest. And I'm like, guys, she's a part of the community. There's literally like a whole montage of like her and her husband helping to set up the juke joint. Yes, they were paid to be there, but they were also like a part of the community. Because you can see that sequence where they're like talking and joking with each other and stuff as they're setting things up. And also, like, Remick was literally, imagine some white boy eats your husband. Some white boy eats your husband and starts speaking in, because like when you look at the subtitles,
Yeah, it was Mandarin, and it was
no, it was
nasty
like
stuff. Yeah.
it was like a specific dialect of Mandarin. It's one thing for a white boy to speak a little Chinese, but the specific kind of Chinese, and he was being disrespectful about it. That shit would piss you off. And somebody's just like, if I was in that situation, I'm like, yo, bitch ass ain't doing shit. You gotta hype yourself up to make a phone call, nigga. No.
No, I would have crashed. I get it. I get it. You know what I mean?
Like, if anything,
Like,
I
I
would have
totally
had the
get it.
pistol in my hand and I would have shot him mid-sentence. He wouldn't have even been able to finish. So when you were saying something about Annie, you were hoping if she was okay. See, you're sleeping on the couch.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
You're sleeping on the couch. No, I'm like, get off of Grace's ass. It was kind of lame though when she threw that Molotov and it only hit one person. Like, and that was the other comedy part, but I would have been so mad. I hate it. I love Remick. I love Jack O'Connell. Him and what's her last name? She played as Annie. And the funniest part about it, I knew about her technically before Sinners. Because I was just looking up people's names and stuff. I'm like, I don't know this person. Wunmi Mosaku. She's the voice of of Ozzy in Scavenger's Reign, which is like a animation that was on HBO Max and now it's on Netflix. And it's about these space people who like fell from their shuttle and they have to survive a planet to find a safe place to land because it got like hit by a solar flare and shit, so they had to like evacuate the ship. But yeah, I love Wonmi Masako and I love Jack O'Connell as Remick. He was a bastard. And honestly, Sinners like restored my faith in vampires because when I saw Nosferatu came out in January, and I was mad.
Yeah, they were really close together. Yeah, I wish I would have seen it in theaters.
Seen what in theaters?
Sinners.
Okay, because I was just like, you don't need to watch Nosferatu. You're fine, actually. Your life is better.
You're fine. Skip it.
You're having a good day. But yeah, watching it in theaters, I was kind of disappointed in my theater experience because I was hearing stories of like, yeah, we all laughed at the same time, and da 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 da. The folks in the theater that I was in was dry. I did make friends with an old lady next to me though, because she was just like, why he taking off the bag? And I'm like, he wants to die, ma'am. when Smoke took off the Mojo bag, I'm like, he wants to die, ma'am.
He lost his brother and his like future wife. Yeah.
No, they were married.
And his girl. Oh, damn.
It's just like after the baby died and stuff, he went to war, and then he and Stack went to Chicago to go get some money because like the war. The
war ended. Yeah.
You know the
GI and the GI Bill didn't extend to us.
And then on Spotify, when you look at the soundtracks and stuff, when you go to the Sinners page, there's like an about section with bonus content, and it actually has news articles pertaining to both the twins and Remick. With Remick, it's like a ghost ship arrives at Boston Harbor, and it's about 40 years ago, so he's been here for about 40 years. And then the two other news articles, like one was talking about a mass robbery at a bank, and then the second one is the gang war between the Italians and the Irish folks, because that's why they had to come down. Like they went to
that vampire was old. I remember hearing this last thing. He was like, oh yeah, I remember when the Christians came to Ireland. I was like, that happened 2,000 years ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's old as fuck, and he's only been in the US for 40 years.
He almost got caught so many times.
Yeah, because
he was running
from the Choctaw, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And somebody's just like, we wish that they could have been there longer. And I'm like, what were they supposed to do? They were smart. They left. They're like, it's out of our hands. Let's go home.
Yeah, I would have left too. The sun was going down. Like, the sun was their advantage. They're not gonna survive the night.
I feel like they would. It's just not worth the trouble. Cause like, okay, Remick as a vampire, I feel like he's actually very basic. Damn. Like as a vampire, he's effective, but most of his most of what makes him dangerous is his element of surprise, to be honest. Cause like he's not one of those magic using vampires like Dracula. Oh yeah, and part of the reason why he's Irish, like yes, it's racial commentary on like fake allyship and shit, but like Bram Stoker was Irish. So that was also a reference to that. Dracula type vampires, they could do spells and shape shifting and shit. Remick can't do that. I think that
he could fly though.
Yeah, he could fly.
I saw his ass fly. That.
But there was like 5 of them. I feel like
as soon as she turned around, that time I saw him fly. I was like, bitch is dead.
I was so mad.
Dumb bitch is dead. Why would you look away? Why would you turn around?
Because she thought that she didn't know they were monsters, and Stack stupid ass sent her out there. Like, I'm not mad that Stack got turned, because they are two halves of one idiot. It's Cosmo and Wanda.
They are two halves of one idiot.
And then even then, there's like foreshadowing, right? There's so much foreshadowing in that damn movie. Like, I learned that Chinese people, like, yes, they use red in a lot of branding and stuff because that's a good luck thing, but they don't write in red text because you only do that for dead people. So, like, putting the red text on the sign of the juke joint technically doomed everybody. I'm like, damn.
Ah, dang. Okay. That's the little things. The little things. Maybe we could go back to Walmart and get that Sinners DVD because there are so many. There's so many things I missed with that movie.
I need to see James do the kill count of it because there's this podcast called Dead Meat, and James and Chelsea, who are a couple that's really into horror movies, they would talk about the behind the scenes and the history of horror stuff. Because how I got into them, there was this other YouTuber that I follow named Sideways, and he does music analysis for film, and he did a video on Sweeney Todd, and Dead Meat did like a video, like 2 videos on Sweeney Todd, like less than a couple of days after, and I've been into that channel ever since. But they don't do a movie review unless the movie is already old and shit. Until, if it's a new movie, they don't do it until the DVD or Blu-ray release. So I can't wait to see them go behind the scenes because they're really thorough about it and have made friends with like so many people in the field. Like, I remember when Tony Todd was announced dead, and I'm like, somebody call James and Chelsea. Like, because they love that man. He's grandpa. I was sad because I wanted to meet him. I never got to meet Tony Todd. For those who don't know, Tony Todd is the actor who's most known for his role as Candyman in the movie Candyman. His first horror role, because he's been in dramas and a couple of westerns before that, his first horror role was Ben, the main character in Night of the Living Dead, the reboot. And then his other major horror role was the mortician in Final Destination. That was his last role that he played in the most recent one.
Yeah. Yeah. God, that movie was so terrifying.
Yeah, I refuse.
I know it's campy. I know it's campy, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's, you know, it's too dramatic. I don't go on elevators and I don't drive like behind semi trucks. You don't understand the brain chemistry that has changed in me.
No, I feel like people understand because there was like a whole thing where that one with the roller coaster incident, amusement parks nearly went bankrupt after that because a lot less people started showing up after that movie release. It was like bad PR for amusement parks. And I think there had to be like some new legislation about regularly checking the rides and stuff because of that. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Like, but no, I refuse to
100%.
watch Final Destination because like I used to watch the clips that had SpongeBob music play over it, and it still messed me up. I'm like, nah, I don't want to be here.
It's just a lot of bad things happen in elevators in horror movies. It wasn't just Final Destination, now that I think about it. It was also the first Resident Evil movie, and I understand Resident Evil movies, they weren't very good. But that first scene where everyone was trying to like leave and get the fuck out because someone had spilled some shit, that stays living in my head. You know what I mean?
I never saw any of the Resident Evil movies. I have seen.
They're bad. The movies aren't great. I'll be honest with you. The movies aren't great. They're not. I don't think they're supposed to be great. I'll be honest with you. Like, I watched them. I was terrified. I was like 5 years old. Maybe I shouldn't have watched them, but you know, bigger sister, bigger brother. Okay, you don't know, but when the older siblings wanted to watch something, my mom was just like, we all have to. Okay, I'll try to put you to bed, but if you don't want to be in bed by that point, you're gonna still have to watch a horror movie. and a lot of being terrified was how I lived as a 5-year-old.
Hmm.
Um, but no, like Final Destination is very like it it makes you so like against a lot of things. I legitimately believe that it messes with your brain chemistry in a way because I think of dying in the most like stupidest of ways,
Hmm.
and it's just like no, like Luna, you're not gonna suddenly, explode because of a sewage leak and die because you went 20 feet in the air and then you fell back down. Like that's insane. That's like impossible.
Hmm.
Like, but it's still there. Like I still like have thoughts like, oh yeah, what if this happened? It's like, girl, are you okay? Are you okay?
It's like, damn. I think about damn, I got 2 cards. I think about like pretty much the only thing that I'm afraid of is the laser eye surgery. I'm fine having glasses. I'll be okay. Actually. So it's whatever. It's just whatever. But that's something I can live without. I think one horror movie that I was really afraid of, like I used to be afraid of horror movies in general, because when I was little and I was living in New Orleans, I was like looking for Nickelodeon. I was looking for Nickelodeon and ended up getting, I ended up on the wrong channel, and I saw like the last couple of minutes of Freddy versus Jason, and seeing Freddy die but then get back up, because like when Jason grabbed his head and it was still moving, that fucked me up, because like I don't have a fear of monsters, I have a fear of monsters that I can't get rid of, which is why I tend to like action horror, because at least there's like a level of agency and a chance of survival. When it comes to those niggas coming back, I don't like slashers, partially for that reason, because one, I know that you're like squeezing it for every drop of cash you can, number one. Number two, part of the reasons why you bring them back are damn stupid. And number three, I just don't like a monster that won't go down. Like, leave me alone, actually. You're getting on my nerves. Get out of my house. It messes with me.
Yeah, I don't like slashers either. Um, Mostly for the what is it? The a lot of anti like bullshit, but also I really don't like seeing people dying like multiple ways where it's like kind of glorified.
Uh-huh.
I didn't like Chucky. I didn't like Jason. I
I,
remember watching those things when I was little. Freddy Krueger.
mhm.
Um, I was like, I don't really like watching people die. That's not like my favorite thing to do. I have a friend who like loves that shit. She loves slasher shit. She watches the Terrifier, which is like Art the Clown
Yeah,
and shit like that.
I know of Terrifier, and I don't respect Terrifier. And you know what pissed me off? A bunch of people started to give up on Terrifier when, like, there was, like, this whole thing where there was some beef between staff members about the Israeli-Palestine conflict, and the director of Terrifier was just like, I don't understand why people are trying to get political. Let's just make good movies and stuff. And people got mad at him. But I'm just like, y'all would literally jump somebody for calling out the misogyny of the violence that happens in Terrifier, because Terrifier has the same problem as most slasher movies. Like, let's do a little bit of a history lesson. Slashers came out in the early 70s, right? Starting with A Bay of Blood, which was considered the first slasher. And this was immediately after the Hays Code was removed. For those who don't know, the Hays Code was a policy of censorship and banning pretty much anything that was considered obscene. And sometimes that meant actual obscene content, but half the time it was like banning anything that had minorities and whatnot in it, right? But after the Hays Code, and the Hays Code was installed because of what happened with World War II. After what happened with World War One, it's just like, oh, we overindulged and we were going too crazy. So maybe if we start consuming less weird media and stuff, we'd be better people. Of course, that didn't fix anything. And that's where you had the Comics Code, which was when comics companies started to censor themselves because it's just like, oh, if we regulate ourselves, then the government won't get on our ass. But after the Hays Code was removed, that led to like three major art movements dealing with adult content. That was the slasher movement with film. That was the splatterpunk movement, which is pretty much horror content but written. And then you have the golden age of pornography, right? So with slasher and splatterpunk, the goal was to make as much gross and violent shit as possible, just to say that you can. Part of it was like to experiment and using violence as a form of social commentary. Biggest example is Clive Baker. Clive Baker was a splatterpunk author, and he's considered the king of splatterpunk because his stuff is good. And he's most known for Hellraisers and Candyman. Right, because when he used violence, hey, I'm gonna head out. Twitch is annoying me, but let me know if you need anything. Okay, have fun. When he used violence, he used it as a form of social commentary. Like Candyman was originally a short story taking place in Ireland and was talking about poverty and its links to folklore and stuff, and using that as a form of coping with the situation. Hellraiser talked a lot about misogyny and sexual dynamics within relationships. An alternate name for the book was What a Woman Would Do to Get a Good Fuck, for example. But also thanks for the head pat. But the problem with like slasher and some splatterpunk is that there are some people who think that sex and violence are inherently transgressive. Because it's like, oh, well, if the government doesn't like it, then that means I give you a kiss, mwah, goodbye. Well, if the government doesn't like it, then what I'm doing is right, no matter the context of it. And it's like, no. Just because you have sex and violence in your media doesn't inherently make it progressive, because slasher has a huge issue of demonizing the disabled. Almost every slasher villain has some kind of form of disability. A lot of the violence is hella misogynistic. That's why terms like the final girl came up, because the final girl is always virginal and inexperienced compared to her whorish friends who get slaughtered, sometimes in sexually embarrassing ways and whatnot. Like, just because you have sex and violence in your film doesn't mean that you're automatically going against the status quo, because oppressive systems often use sex and violence to oppress people. Don't forget everything else. Have to make sure you're taken care of now before I leave. I'll drink my water and stuff. My girlfriend telling me to be responsible. And that's like one of the biggest issues with slasher. And that's why I like the movie X. Have you heard of that one?
No, not really. What's it about?
So it's a horror movie starring Mia Goth. And it's technically a trilogy. There's X, and then there's Pearl, which is the prequel, and then there's Maxine, which is the sequel. Right. X was about this small team, and it was commentary on both the slasher and the golden age of pornography, because it happened at the same time. And the reason why it was called the golden age was because you could actually win an Academy Award from doing porn if you were behind the scenes, right? And that's kind of why this is another thing about, just because you got sex in your thing doesn't mean you're being progressive, because it kind of bothers me that like these directors were able, hell, I got 14. That's lame. It kind of bothers me that these directors and cinematographers and stuff were able to use pornography to like start their careers and move on to Hollywood and quote unquote higher cinema, but then the actors and actresses, they never get that kind of accolades despite the film depending on them being visible. to make it. But but yeah, it was considered the golden age because a lot of people were experimenting with like camera tricks and music and stuff, and you were winning Academy Awards like Oscars and Emmys from making porn. And the premise of the movie is that this team that's making an adult film is trying to do the same thing. So they rent out this barn by this old couple, and the old lady, she's like sad and stuff because she's just like, I'm old and I'm ugly and I can't sleep with my husband because he'll have a heart attack. And it's like commentary on like youth and aging and trying to live a fulfilling life regardless of your age and some of the rage of that. And it's also supposed to be a subversion of slasher tropes because yes, it's sexy and it's violent, but like the characters in there are actually treated respectfully and they all act like friends. They're not like a bunch of mean bitches that you feel glad to go. The deaths are actually what's the word, devastating, because they're genuinely nice people who have chemistry with each other, like they're good friends. But like it still has the same obscene material as the average slasher and stuff because it's still a slasher movie. It's both a tribute and a critique of the genre. And then you have the sequel, which is Pearl, because the old lady who was the antagonist in X, she's Pearl, and it shows how she got to be like that sad and stuff. And then Maxine is the sequel to X, because the final girl is actually the quote unquote hoe of the group, and it shows like her aftermath because she was trying to use pornography to become a star, because this was like before we later find out that porn stars were really given a short end of the stick during that time period. But she was trying to ascend in her career by using adult films as like an end to it, and she does succeed and stuff. She's just dealing with some other complications because there's like a serial killer attacking actors and stuff on the set.
God, can you imagine surviving something like that and then a serial killer comes on set? I'd be so pissed off.
Yeah, same. Because it's like, yeah,
I'd be like,
I'm brave.
ain't no fucking way. Am I just a killer magnet? Is that? I'll start questioning my own beliefs and everything. I was like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm attracting all this negative energy.
This is like, please, give me a break. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to have a good day.
Right.
Do I have an 8? Okay.
I might have to go after this one.
That's fine.
Because we have to have dinner. We skipped dinner because we had lunch at like 5 p.m. Because that's when around the time that we like, what do you call it? We went to Walmart and like came back around like 5 or some shit. And it was just like, all right, let's eat because we're hungry as fuck. We were outside. That's why I was also like a little bit late because I was napping. I was so fucking tired. Because we take the bus and I was walking and shit like that. And I was like, fuck.
We love the bus.
The bus is kind of nice down here, but it's not as good as like up north. That has like the tram, has the subway and the bus, and I'm like,
because they hate black people.
Yeah.
So he's just like, why don't Americans have, because they hate black people?
It really do be that way. And sometimes I sound like a conspiracy theorist when I like think about it, but I'm like, no, it's in everything. It's in everything. It's so prevalent, and I feel like an insane person saying white supremacy like 25 out of 25. Like, oh, why does this thing happen?
We're just going to spam the button until people figure it out. Like, I work at a Black History Museum, and we talk about redlining because the building that we're hosting it, it was literally almost torn down because of a damn highway being built through black neighborhoods and trying to get rid of that area. It's built in the lore.
Right? It's like it's so bad. It is so often. And it's like I can't stand it here. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna try. Damn. It's fine.
I can't um it's in everything. And it's so hard to like make people understand that it's in everything. I sound like a crazy I sometimes I make myself sound like a flat earther.
No, it's more like the
Like
Pepe
with the
Sylvia
amount
meme.
of
It's
yeah,
all connected.
it's all connected. It's oh my god, it's in more shit than I even fucking count. And it's like, man, fuck this life. Fuck America. It's in everything. I don't like
I don't want to be
how do we get this
here.
fucked up? I don't want yeah, I don't be here no more, man.
And it's the
I
fact
don't
that
want
it's
to be here
always
no
like where,
more.
and then there's always like the nagging question, where are you going to go? Cause, damn, where am I gonna go? Cause other fucks don't like me either, and it's like, and that's why I be hating on like Canadians and Europeans and stuff. It's just like, oh, this country, and it's just like, y'all are also part of the problem. Like all I gotta do is bring up Haiti and all the people involved.
Yeah. It's oh my god.
It's
I get I feel like a crazy person sometimes, but it's like I can't really do anything. It's in
mhm.
everything. You guys don't understand it's in everything.
It's
And it's
like,
like constant.
what's that one meme? It's like, oops, all white supremacy. Like I should turn that into a meme. Like you know the oops all berries.
Yeah. It's like the oops
Oops.
all lesbians and stuff like that. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Oops all white supremacy. Yeah. Like I skipped making a post on Twitter because I saw someone. It was someone like saying why is it always like racism and bigotry and I'm like white
Because it's
dudes need a
always
different hobby.
racism.
White dudes need another hobby other than racism and homophobia. And I was like, I
We gotta
can't
go
say
back
white
to the olden
dudes.
days. Yeah, because it's not just them, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I can't say just white dudes because
But I
then
will.
people are gonna come out and be like, oh, this, oh, that's reverse racism. Like, I don't want none of
Oh,
y'all.
I
So I
just
said
block
some
people
dudes.
because it's just like I'm not arguing.
I said some dudes.
I be making white
All
people at
right.
my job. We got 3 white people at my job, and we always make jokes to make them uncomfortable because it's just like, yes, but they're very nice still. Like there's the occasional nervous chuckle, but because there's like this one thing with the funding and stuff, and our deputy director who is white, he's like doing whatever he can to get like some grants and stuff, and we just be making jokes like, of course this white man is giving us money, reparations. Make sure you get that for the museum and so that's
It's fun. It's fun.
mm-hmm.
And I try not to be like all white people, but it's so hard. It's so hard when so many of them are so horrible all the time.
Whenever I complain about white people, I always tell my followers, I'm like, if you're white and you follow me, this is the equivalent of the book of Exodus when like the Jewish folks got to put the lamb's blood over their house so when the death angel comes, they don't come and take their children and shit. Like y'all if you're following me, this is the equivalent of having like that mark so you don't get murked in your sleep at night.
She doesn't really try. Ow!
Who doesn't really
Try it. My girlfriend was like, "Oh, she doesn't really try to be hateful towards white people. She's just truly hateful."
be a hater? Be an entire hater.
I don't call me out like that. That's gonna get me canceled. It's the finding out that
How you gonna
like
get canceled? You're not there yet. You'll get there, but you're
I'll
not
get
there
there and
yet.
so someone would look at this tree and be like, "Aha, we got her. We got her finally." That's
Ladies and
what.
gentlemen,
That's why I'll say a PR person.
She's starting to corrupt me.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
I need y'all to make it so that I don't see you as horrible as I know I sound. She started to corrupt me too.
Mm-hmm. We love a bad
Honey,
influence.
I just see so many Twitter people. It's the white people doing the Nazi salute. I'm just like, damn, not again. It's always I've been making the I've been making the jokes where it's like where you know it's like a dog whistle, it's like, it's always the same type of people. That's what I do with white people.
Yeah. And you
I was like,
cry.
reverse, go back on you, and it's always coming for the same people. Jessica Smith always gotta be a Smith, ain't it? That's so horrible. It's like my mom says I need to stop, and I'm like, yeah, I do. But then I see her something from Fox News, like, damn it, not again. There it
Yeah.
goes. There they go again.
See, I don't
so
use
she,
Fox News, so I have peace. I do need to watch the news more. Like the most I'll do is like Good Morning America, and other stuff is just following journalists on Twitter and Blue Sky.
I watch Hassan, and he watches a lot of Fox News sometimes, and he's like
Hmm.
on the panels or some shit. So I'm like, I'm always like exposed to it a little bit, and I'm like, damn, these people, not again. And for anyone white who's watching, I know it's not all white people. I
You're
understand.
safe.
I don't like generalized and shit like that.
You
Like
got the
I
lamb
understand I'm
squad over your
generalizing a
door.
lot, but it's the concept for whiteness for me. It's the entire like white person concept
Nah,
that gets me.
nah. We hate all white people unless you're following us.
Unless you're
Actually,
following us.
unless you're following us.
Following us and subscribing actually. Subscribe for reparations.
Yes.
Hit that donation button.
The more the more minorities you are, or the more money you could get each month.
Oh my goodness. I try. It's just a new horror, new like Eldritch, and it's not even like me. A new Eldritch horror comes out every single day. I'm like, damn,
Hmm.
again? We doing this again in 2025? Like, didn't you guys do this like last week? Didn't we learn anything? Did you hear that Nazi VTuber like got banned
Which
on
one was it?
Twitter?
That one group that was
The
like
red,
trying to
like
make a
yeah,
group.
yeah, the VTard
They
and
ended
the whole
up
was it
they ended up
um
infighting because one of them was a lolicon but not a Nazi, and then the other one was a Nazi but not a lolicon. And I'm like, y'all
yeah,
first
one of them was a
cousins.
pedophile.
I'm
I
like,
was
y'all are
like,
first
one of them got
cousins.
mad. It's like, yeah. Y'all in the same group. What you guys talking about? Like, y'all made this group knowing what y'all were. How y'all infighting now? Like, it was like a couple of days too. Like, it was like a day or two after the establishment of the group, and it was like, I'm leaving. This person's Nazi, and the Nazi was like, I'm glad you're leaving. You're a pedophile bitch. I was like, damn. What? But she got banned because she threatened to kill people. And I mean, like, it's a Nazi though. Of course she's gonna threaten to people, kill people. They've been doing this the entire time. Like, now she got banned off the Nazi website. She's gonna go to Truth Social. That's where she's gonna go. I'm I'm so tired of these people, man. I started using a Monica picture that's like it's all so tiresome after every little thing. Because I follow Unbinted and Naira and Hassan. Every single time they give me a new horror, I'm just like, it's all so tiresome. Shit, but I've been yapping. I've been yapping. I've been yapping for too long. I gotta go make dinner.
No, it's fine. I already made my offline post. I say something before she does at this point. So, who do you want to rate to, or do you want to rate to the same person?
We can rate to the same person, yeah.
Let me find.
Who's up? Who's alive?
Yeah,
Got Evan.
who's out here?
We got Celio. She.
Let's see. Atlas is streaming. Do you know Atlas, or do you want to raid to one of your friends?
We can do Atlas.
Okay.
Atlas.
You know how to spell his name? You want me to send it in the chat?
Yeah, send it in the chat.
Okay.
I can't spell for shit. I can't. My girlfriend's like, she can't spell. I can't spell for shit. I always ask her or Google, how do I spell chips? Like, you're so dumb.
It'd be like that.
How'd you survive so long? I'm like, I graduated high school. I went to college at one point. Yeah, I guess. I was actually having real fun in college, and the pandemic happened and still happening.
Does that list got a blue
Okay.
sky? We rated to. Okay, so let me do raid, Atlas, Ursiar. Sometimes I be spelling it out just to remember how to spell it because I'm like, what?
I'm gonna start. So if anyone wants to follow me, I got Twitter, I got Blue Sky, I got Discord. I'm trying to do community
I
night, and
d-
I sometimes forget to do community night
yeah,
uh,
I don't have a
polls.
Discord. I'm making one though. That's another part of my soft reboot. I got to make graphics for that.
I would put the Tumblr in there, but like I don't want anyone to follow me on Tumblr. Kind.
If somebody follows me on Tumblr, y'all just gonna get fanfic.
I love writing fanfics. Let me not start. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you, Jayla, for having me. We should probably do this more often.
Yeah, but
Anything you want to say?
thank you so much for playing with me, and thank you guys for watching and listening to us ramble about like life and media stuff. But until then, stay above the water. We're gonna go raid Atlas.
Yay! Bye.
See ya.